so when did you find your interest in music? When did you know that you wanted to pursue a career in music?
I was probably a junior in high school when I knew for sure that's what I wanted to do. I had band director reassurance. They'd come up to me and say, you should really do this type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was unsure about it, because right about that time that I was going to school, the economy was starting to go in the gutter.
Right.
And so, some of my parents were kind of really skeptical about it because it's very unsure. I just got lucky and found a job. There are a lot of people out there that have music degrees that don't have work right now. And to be in Westerville, I just got super lucky. So
yeah,
I really like it. So, yeah.
What were your interests in music once you found out that you were interested? What interested you about it? I guess. Okay, well, what did you start off playing? Let's start there.
Okay. I was a percussionist to start. Did the snare drum thing. I got my first drum set when I was 11 or 12. And that really piqued an interest. Played in several garage bands we thought were really cool. That really helped fuel my interest. And then really my other, I picked up some brass instruments and some woodwind instruments once I got to college.
Mm-hmm.
So trumpet mostly, trumpet baritone, and saxophone. One thing that really helped me was in college I picked up some extra instruments, took some lessons. And that really helped me get better. So
I hated taking lessons at Otterbein.
Yeah, that wasn't the most fun thing, and they're expensive.
Oh yes, $900 a semester is crazy.
Yeah, at least.
Where did you go to college, and what was your major/minor?
I didn't minor in anything. My major was music education. I got music ed from Ohio Northern University. It's up in northwestern Ohio. Smaller school, about the size of Otterbein, maybe a little bigger. Involved in just about everything I could get involved in musically there. All the theater productions, jazz, steel drum band, percussion ensembles, orchestra. I think at one point, music majors always have 20 plus credit hours every semester just because of all the ensembles you're in, marching band, that kind of thing. So, yeah. I think because it was a small school, I had more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, being at Otterbein, same thing.
Right.
More stuff you can do. So where if I was at Ohio State, I would kind of probably be a number.
Right. Yeah.
So.
So what kind of experiences did you have in college pertaining to music? I guess you said you were in the orchestra and theater productions.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. What kind of things did you do in college pertaining to music, like experiences? You said you were in the orchestra and theater.
Yeah, I did about every ensemble I could. I marched in the marching band. There was a wind ensemble, jazz band.
What did you play in marching band? Or any of the things? Were you mainly saxophone?
Oh no, as a percussionist.
Oh yeah.
That's my main trade.
For some reason
No, it's all good. So I was a snare drummer and marching band.
Cool.
Drum set player in jazz band, timpani player in orchestra, steel drum band, played steel drums. So.
Did you do any internships or anything? I don't really know what music ed majors have to do in that respect.
We have an internship. It's student teaching. It's kind of the same.
Student teaching.
Mm-hmm. Kind of the same thing. Where we would go. Well, we also have 100 plus hours of field experience. Go out to the field and just kind of assist wherever they need us to.
Okay.
Just to get out and see what it's like. They would take us out to some really nice schools, and then they would take us to inner city Lima,
mm-hmm.
Findlay, where it was a little rougher, just to kind of give us a taste of what it could be,
right.
Yeah. But then, I've had two extremes. I taught at Waterford, which is mostly lower income,
Right.
Smaller school, and then Westerville is like the complete opposite.
Right.
And so that really helped. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Did anybody specifically mentor or influence your music career?
My high school band director really helped out a lot. He's kind of my go-to. I've been referring to him almost every year at some point, just kind of saying, hey, have you ever experienced this? What did you do here? Fundraising ideas, just about everything. My cooperating teacher, the guy that I student taught with, he and I still contact frequently on Facebook and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really helped out. Write a reference letter here, or do whatever. He's really been helpful.
Where did you go to high school at?
Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Washington Senior High School. It's not the same school anymore. They've since torn it down and built a new one, but it's really nice now. Pretty old building when I was there.
Yeah.
Decent sized band. There's 2 concert bands, jazz band, marching band had like 170 kids. So it was a good experience. So it's one of those smaller schools where you could play football and still be in band.
Right.
So it's cool.
Cool. When did you graduate from ONU?
Higher Northern, that was 2008. I did that. Yeah.
And was that your master's or your undergrad?
That's my undergrad. My undergrad. My master's was 2012.
And that was at ONU also?
That was at Kent State.
Kent.
They have an online music ed program so that you can continue to work and then take classes at night type of thing.
Okay, cool.
I did that for 2 years when I was at Waterford.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really busy time, but
okay, so we talked about internships. Did you hold, what kind of jobs did you hold while you were in college? Any at all, or no?
Yeah, I worked, it wasn't a whole lot of time. I think it was like 2 or 3 times a week. I was in the music library, come and, basically get the stuff out, sort it, alphabetize it, put it in concert order. I was kind of like the band librarian assistant there for a while. I think it was something like $7.50 an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Some small campus job.
Right.
So that's about all I had enough time for. I was already in the music building all the time anyway, so it kind of worked out.
Right. What was your first job out of college? Waterford?
Yeah. First full-time job. I subbed for 6 months. Had 2 different long-term subbing positions in band. A couple, I actually got really lucky. There were 2 different band directors that, one got fired in the middle of the year because of something inappropriate with a student. So I walked in there for a couple weeks. And then another band director got pregnant and needed a long-term sub.
Right.
And so, I had 2 of those positions open. So
Cool.
and then I did everything from like, I'm sorry?
What schools were those at?
One was Blanchester, I think Blanchester local schools. And then the other one was Hardin Northern local schools.
What is it?
Hardin Northern.
Hardin?
Out in the boonies. A couple of rural schools.
And then you stayed at Waterford for 2 years?
I was at Waterford for 4.
4?
Wow. It was 2009 until last year. Yeah, I was there for a while. It was really hard to leave, but
yeah. How many people were in the band?
Life happens. It fluctuated. I mean, my first year I had 22, and then last year I had 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you been a part of like any ensembles or anything since college?
I lived when I was in Marietta. I played in a community band there. I joined the Westerville community band a couple weeks ago. One thing about once you start teaching, it's you do more teaching than actually performing. And
Right.
time commitment at the high school level is crazy, so it's been really hard to find a chance to play. But it's like Monday nights from can't remember, like 7 to 9:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
So late night, but it's fun. So far, it's been good.
Cool.
Yeah, I wish I could play more.
Right.
But
And you're doing percussion?
yeah.
What are your primary job responsibilities here at Westerville South?
Well, primary would be band instruction, of course, rehearsal. But at the high school level, I'm also kind of a trip planner, psychologist. No, not really psychologist, but you got to manage budget. You've got to plan, design shows, coordinate concerts, recruiter, really a big time thing. Big responsibility there.
Are you more concentrated? Okay, so I guess my question is, are you more like Mr. Sigmund, or in the fact that, are you more focused on marching band, or are you more focused on concert band?
One thing about Westerville and my philosophy is that the center of all of it should be concert band.
Yeah.
And then marching band, pep band, jazz band should stem off of that. It's a little different here, but still similar in Waterford, as in marching band is 100% after school.
Mm-hmm.
It's not during the school day.
Right.
So that even helps that philosophy a little more.
Yeah.
It's not during the day. But, if the concert band is no good, then the marching band won't be any good. So they should coexist. So.
Do you teach any like music theory or anything?
I don't. It is offered here, though. There's Mark, who does orchestra, but he does some things with the IB program, and then Dr. Nolan across the hallway does all the choruses, and then she's got a vocal a cappella thing, and then she does music history and music theory too.
Okay, cool.
I think, right? Music history? Yeah.
I wish Waterford, I wish they would have offered some sort of theory or something.
The high school class at one point was so small that we did, like once a week, we would go to the computer lab and do some theory stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we did some part writing, that kind of thing, some basics, just to keep them occupied.
Yeah. I actually took my first year theory with Dr. Goodman.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah. What's your favorite aspect of music? I guess.
Aspect?
Yeah.
I like the emotional side of it. Especially when you listen to music during a film score.
Mm-hmm.
How the music can really bring out the scene in the music or the movie. I like how it can bring out the emotions of people.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
What's your favorite aspect of your entire job field?
Favorite aspect?
Being a teacher.
One cool thing is I get to see kids here in 6th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can watch them grow all the way to seniors and on their way out.